Hahi, Irene, Amna, Hashay, Alenu, Hata, Asher, Notanu, Yasher, Hatanu.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam otochenu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
It is now my privilege and my pleasure to call upon the birthday girl and the bat mitzvah as the bias to both bless and read from the Torah for the very first time as a bat mitzvah, as a daughter of the commandment. 6. Hallelujah, Jim Adonai, Ki Nizkar Shmo, Yadam, please rise. Let us praise the name of Adonai, for God's name alone is exalted. Middle page 257, we pray responsibly.
God's Torah is perfect. Its reading, reviving the soul.
God's teaching is sure, making wise the soul.
God's precepts are right, enlightening the mind.
God's results are clear, giving light to the eyes.
God's word is pure, enduring forever.
God's judgments are true and altogether just. Yilekach tov nahati lachem torati al ta'azotu. For I have given you good instruction, do not abandon my Torah. It is a tree of life, for those who hold fast to it, and all its supporters are happy. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths of peace. Please be seated.
In my Torah portion, the Ha'alot Echad, you find a series of sibling rivalry, jealousy, gossip, many consequences, a lack of thankfulness, and lots of confusion. In the beginning, Aaron prepares the menorah as God had commanded Moses to do for Passover. After Passover, people complained before God, and God causes the fire to break out. The fire then dies down, and Moses prays to God. Later, the people complained again to Moses about the manna, a substance provided by God that tastes like anything he created. They are tired of eating it. So Moses cries to God that he can't handle people's complaints on his own. God replaces the manna with bad clothing. When the people start to die because of the bad clothing, they are buried. This is called a Hazarah, graves of craving. At Hazarah, Miriam and Aaron speak badly about Moses' Cushite wife. A Cushite is an Ethiopian. When Moses finds out about their comments, he talks to God about what they said. God then strikes Miriam with leprosy. Aaron pleads to God to shorten the punishment to 7 days. Fortunately, God does so. Throughout this Torah portion, 3 siblings, Aaron, Miriam, and Moses, go through tough times, from leading a whole community to speaking badly about one sibling's decisions. It teaches a lot of lessons and tells a story that we can all relate. The section on our parashah that I read for the congregation is about when Aaron and Aaron speak poorly about Moses' wife. I've chosen this because Moses marries a Cushite woman, an Ethiopian. My sister is Ethiopian, so I can connect to this easily. Also, when Miriam and Aaron talk poorly about the Ethiopian, they are engaging in gossiping. All middle school students gossip. It doesn't matter if they're being gossiped about or they're curiosity and confusion. This is very similar to being the subject of gossip. Even though I was not the one being looked at, I felt for my sister. Moses must have felt with his wife too. The other parts of my part shop are relatable, but I can relate to this section the most. Gossiping is easy to do. My parents have always taught me, if you have nothing good to say, then just keep your mouth shut. Judaism teaches that there are always three people involved in gossip: the gossipee, the gossiper, and the one who hears it. Gossiping can really hurt someone, or even you, but there are three ways to rise above it: to forgive, to make up, and to grow. I think this is a good and important lesson to teach the congregation. I believe that it is very important to abide by the following principles. Words can be said, but never taken back. Words are like arrows. Once you let them fly, they cannot be stopped. Ever since I began to become prepared to become a bar mitzvah, Judaism has become a bigger part of my everyday life. Judaism is not only a part of me, but Jewish values have a big influence on how I see myself as an individual. I find that integrity, honesty, and staying true to yourself are the most important values of Judaism. Even though these values are a part of my everyday life, Judaism really narrows in and focuses on them throughout the Torah and every other aspect of my tradition. There are many other values as well, but these three really stand out to me because they are realistic and relatable. As I become a bar mitzvah today, I feel a lot more connected with Judaism and Temple Minimum. Next year, I will continue on into Gesher. Gesher is a way to connect with the outside world and help those who are in need. I look forward to continuing my Jewish studies at Temple Minimum to confirmation and into adulthood. I would like to thank everyone here for joining me and being with me here today as we become bar mitzvah. I want to start with my four amazing grandparents. Nana, Barb, and Papa Dunn. Nana, from the little text you sent me over the last 4 weeks to the little encouraging remarks you always have when you computer time. You got me up each day ready for practice. Even though you were far away, you still helped me through this whole process. Technology really can come in handy. Papa, I remember you every Passover telling me that you still knew Hebrew and you would love to read it with me someday. Well, today was the day. I love you both so much. Nana, Sherry, and Papa Duck. Papa, I couldn't wait for you to be here today so I could give you a little dose of my medicine. Nana, every time you came into Denver, you sat down with me and listened to me either read my Torah portion, read my half Torah, or even rant on about how stressed I was. Somehow, you always calmed me down. Without you guys and my grandparents, life wouldn't be the same. All of my family and friends have helped me from helping me with my dresses to ordering the party things. Mom and Dad, to be honest, I don't know how I can explain how I feel. I remember back to a couple weeks ago when we sat around the kitchen table reading my Torah portion together. Look where we are now. I was just standing in front of my family friends, reading my Torah portion in Hebrew. Then just a few weeks back, I came home from studying Frida, and I was stressed out of my mind. But the thing you both said to me at the same time was, I believe in you, you can do it. I love you both with all my heart. Dad, you are literally the funniest guy I know. It doesn't matter where we are, what we're doing, or what's going on. You make the day shine just a little more. You're not the type of person that makes jokes. You're the type of person who has a lot of HGT moments. Mom, life wouldn't be how it is now without you. You do so much for me. It started from covering my crib so I didn't get attacked by bats, to running all over town just to find me one little thing. Somehow, even with Judah and BB, you have done everything that you can to make this day the best for me. You both have taught me so many lessons, including algebra that I will never use in my life. Real life lessons like to be grateful. I'm so grateful I have both of you as my parents. Judah, I cannot wait to help you with your hard all the hard work is worth it. You're such an amazing brother, and I love you so much. I finally realized that we don't actually fight that much, And when we do, it usually ends in crying or laughing. Baby, you're just wherever you are. You're just so cute. I don't, what can I say? I love you both so much. Rabbi and Cantor. I don't know where to begin. Cantor, you saved me so many times. You recorded every single prayer I needed. You also recorded my core portions that I ended up reading, but thank you anyway. Those recordings helped me so much and got me through this whole thing. I really appreciate it. Rabbi, you are amazing. You helped me to know our Torah, listen to me in my core portions, and told me how things would work and not to be boring. Thank you. I would also like to thank Rita, my bat mitzvah tutor. Sadly, she's out of town today, but without her, I would not be standing on the bima in front of all my family and friends. Standing back here with my rabbi and cantor, looking around and seeing all the people I love and care about makes me happy. I want to thank everyone for coming and watching me go through this amazing week. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'nkinanu v'hikianu b'zman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of all, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us through the sea.
Amen. So Tess, we're very proud of you. We want to show that in many ways. We have some gifts for you. First of all, from the Brotherhood, a mezuzah to put in your room. From the Sisterhoods of Candlesticks that you can use every Shabbat, and you should. We also have some certificates. The first is a certificate that we all signed in my study. That is your parents, your rabbi, your cantor. And it says, Al Shloshat Dvarim Ha'olam Omeg, the world is sustained by three things. Al Torah, V'al Ha'avodah, V'al Gemilut Hasadim. By Torah, by worship, and by loving deeds. It says that Segula Nava Bat Zelet, that testifies, was called in the Torah as a Bat Mitzvah on May 25th. The 16th day of Sivan, Parshat Ba'alokha, here at Temple Manual in Denver, Colorado, and becoming a Bat Mitzvah test. You have accepted the privileges and responsibilities of being a Jew. Lifelong Torah study in the keeping of mitzvot, Shabbat, holy day, and life cycle observance, participation in the life of the synagogue, the Jewish community in Israel, and dedication to Tikkun Olam, the perfection of our world is signed. We also have for you a certificate from our congregation that says a tree was planted in your honor in Israel, in honor of your becoming a Bat Mitzvah. And to help you go see that tree after confirmation, the Israel Study Tour, which is a wonderful tradition in our community, we have a scholarship to help offset the cost of traveling to Israel after confirmation. We are very, very proud of you, and I want now to invite your mom and dad up to say a couple words to you. You have to listen to them.
Our dear Tess, we're very, very proud of you today. Your dedication, commitment, and hard work in this process of becoming Bat Mitzvah is incredibly impressive. Tess, we want to share some words with you as we stand here at the beginning of the next chapter in your life. We expect this life of yours to be very long, successful, and exciting with plenty of peace and valleys. As you venture and progress through this journey, we hope you will use your tenacity, your compassion, and your hard work ethic to overcome and succeed through the highs and lows. We've seen incredible light and promise in you, Tess. You've started to build foundations in your life that will serve you well as you continue your journey. Your positive energy, your love and care for others, your value of friendship and family, your incredible ability to self-start, and your continual hard work are all strong attributes that help sustain you through your journey of life. These qualities will also allow you to be a stronger contributor in the Jewish community that you live in now, and that we hope you'll live in the future. Resilience and staying true to your beliefs and values will be key. Test today is very symbolic and important on many levels for you, your mom, and me. Today is not a singular event, but rather a rite of passage. Today you go from being a child to being a young adult and a significant member of the Jewish community. You are now expected to take more responsibility for your actions and to start making decisions that will affect your life and your future. Tessa, you have grown from a baby to a toddler to a child and now to a beautiful young adult. One thing remains constant: you are and always will be our beautiful daughter. And that bond is forever. Tess, being a Jew is a very personal process, and only you can determine what role Judaism will play in your life. We urge you to find your own meaning in our history, our culture, and our beliefs. The path that George has set, Tess, we have nothing but confidence in you. And we will always be here for you, to listen, guide, support, and of course to love you. Congratulations.
So Tess, first of all, Mazel Tov, we're all very proud of you. I want to focus on one word in your Torah portion, just one word. Okay? The word is p'om. P'om. Wooden bread, beautiful. And it goes into the story of Miriam and Aaron and Moses complaining about this Ethiopian wife. And the text says, p'om, suddenly, God called them. And it's an unusual word. It's not one that you see a lot in the Torah. It means surprise. P'om, suddenly. And I thought of it as I looked at you and I watched how you led us in prayer, how you taught us Torah, how you inspired us, not only with the way that you mastered the prayers, but with your wonderful light, your personality that shines through in everything that you do. You are someone who understands the meaning of the word suddenly, because I have seen you get these insights. Whether it's a sense of humor or understanding the text, or a way of looking at the world, or whether it's being aware of God's presence in your life, suddenly something changes. We saw that today. I saw that in the way that you turned to me and you said, "This is almost halfway over." Wait a minute. I worked so hard. And then you realized that you are exactly where you should be right now. It's that awareness and that comfort level that you have with yourself, with your family, with your Judaism, with who you are and who you want to be. It's a huge gift. My prayer for you is that you'll never lose that. That you will always remain true to who you are. And that is a wonderful, wonderful person. You have a joy that shines through all that you do. You have an innate intelligence and a strength and a sense of self that draws people to you. People love being with you, Tess, because you are so filled with joy. Don't ever lose that. Don't ever lose that ability to be aware in the moment of what is going on. You're part of a long tradition. We've waited 4,000 years to be with you right now at this moment, to give you Torah, to give you our tradition, to watch you carry it on. And I'm very excited about learning with you and learning from you and teaching you in the future as you go through the confirmation program. Just I want to thank you. I want to thank you for teaching us Torah. I want to thank you for inspiring us with your joy and your love and your true nature. And for showing us something holy today, which we don't get to see very often. Now I want to invite your mom and your dad one more time to ascend with you. Mom, that cancer height and I might ask God's blessing upon you. Please rise. Yes, on behalf of your mother and your father and your sister and your brother and your grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, family, teachers, your congregation, your clergy, and everyone who loves you not only on special days like today, but every day. We welcome you as a bat mitzvah, the daughter of the commandments. We welcome the joy that you infuse into everything in you. We welcome your name. We welcome the energy and enthusiasm and the ability to see wondrous things and show. We ask God's blessing now upon the words of Torah from which you read and taught us so beautifully just a few moments ago. May God bless you, and may God watch over you. May God's face and may God's grace always be a part of your life. Yes, may God's presence always be before you. And may you see the face of God in every person you meet